Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So earlier we created a doctor list. We fetched the doctor list from the database in our application, but I didn't design the UI. So I ultimately designed the UI. This is the UI as you see in my UI, the Figma design. This is our original UI. Here are the 4 cards and here are the doctor list, right? So basically I did the same. There are 4 cards and there are the list. These 2 data are currently available in our database, so it is display these doctors data in our list view. Okay, now in this video we are going to see whenever we click on the particular doctor, it will display the doctor details in a detail space. Correct. Now let's go and first of all we need to click on tab function here on list style. This is one list style. Okay, so on list style we need to add one on tab functionality. On tab functionality, whenever user click on that particular tile, it will redirect user to a detail page. We need to add that functionality. Ultimately we need to navigate the user, right? So this is the code. I will give you the code in my GitHub. So in this video description you will get the GitHub link. From that link you can get the UI code. Now if you see, I did some changes in this code. Earlier we get the data using earlier we mapped the data, but we need to add the key manually in the code, right? So this is one hectic situation for the developer, because every time he need to check the key to the database, then he need to write. So for that purpose, one simple solution is you created one model, right? So for that we created one model. This is the doctor model. We initialize the variables here and we map the variable against, we map the key against the variable. As you see, this is our keys: categories, cities, emails, first name. Earlier if you see, we need to write this first name. Every time I want to display the doctor name, I need to write the first name and last name. But now I simply need, using the model, I simply call the first name and last name. Whatever the name inside this key, it will display that value in this variable. Okay, so this is simple. That makes the simple, because we can call the doctor model in any pages we want, right? So this is one changes I done. And another change is, if you see, this is one card design, right? This is one card design. If we want to change anything on that card, first in the previous video, if you see, we need to design in our code, right? We need to design in our code. But right now what I did, in list view builder, I created one doctor card. In this doctor card, this is our card details, this is our card design. Whatever design you want to use in your card, you can simply change it here. Okay, so these 2 things I changed in my previous code, so you can change it too if you want, right? Now on tab, this is the on tab functionality. Simply create one widget which is gesture detection. Gesture detection has an on tab functionality, right? So in on tab we need to navigate the user to the doctor details page. I already did the code for this. If you see here, we navigate the user to the doctor details page with the doctor model. Okay, if you see, this is the doctor model. This is the in the list we parse the doctor model. This is the doctor model, right? So we pass the doctor, and here index means on click we need to pass the index also, right? This is the 0 index, this is the 1 index, and if the list going on, then it will be second index, third index, like that. Okay, so we need to pass the index also with the doctor model, doctor list, not model, doctor list. Now if you go to the doctor details space, here here one thing I required, that is doctor list. So I parse the doctor using the doctor model. As you see here, I simply call the doctor model, and I can use the doctor model in this page also. Whatever value I need, I can simply take it by using this doctor model. Okay. Now I do one thing. In this space I simply call all the variables, not all the variables, whatever variable whatever data I need to display the doctor details. I do one simple UI here. First of all, I do one simple UI here, because first things I need to check whether whether I am able to pull the data from the Firebase or not. For that I create one simple page, then after that I will design it. Okay, so let's make the UI first, then I will explain you what I did in the UI. Okay, as you see here, I simply purge the user profile picture here, and this is the doctor first name. I can add later I will add the last name also in here. Also you can do one thing, you can add the last name here also. I just do one thing, I just cut it here, paste and it will be last name. Also one more thing I need to change, this is normal and this is normal. Let's add some width here, and color will be gray nonsense. Okay, as you see I added some changes here. This is the doctor name, and this is the category, and this is the city name also. Alright, I will change the UI, there will be no problem. This is just to show you that we can parse, we successfully parse the data from that index to our detail space. As you see here, this is the profile, name, category, city. Now I need to add the functionality of these three buttons, right? First of all, we will see how we can with the click of this button I will pop up the date picker. From the date picker, if the user select one date, that selected date will be displayed here instead of select date text. And similarly for time, it will display a time picker, and user will select the time, and that time will be displayed here. Okay, so for that we need to create two functions. One will be select time and other will be select date. So let's select date. Okay, select date functionality, this will be select date functionality, and this will be a future. As you already know, this is void, and that will be select date. Here we need to pass the context also. And to use the date time, we need one dependency. Okay, that dependency will be intl dependency. You need to add this dependency for use the date time to use the date time you need to this functionality. So you need to add that functionality. Simply go to your terminal. Here write flutter pub add intl and click enter. It will automatically download the dependencies. Okay, I don't need it because I already add the dependencies here, so I don't need this. So you just add it. Now date time that will be picked, suppose pick date. Now await and show date picker, and for date picker we need to pass these things: context, first date and last date. Context will be context, there will be one initial date also, which will be date time dot now. Okay, date time dot now, that will be initial date. First date will be also now, date time dot now. Okay, sorry, not November, now. And last date will be, suppose date time year will be, suppose 2101. This will be up to you, whatever date you want to use in your last date. Okay, so I show the date picker. This function will automatically pop up the date picker. Okay, here initial, here there will be marked date. There will be marked date. Marked date will be display our current date. Okay, and you can go to till 2101 year. After that you can select date after 2101. Now if picked is not equal to null, n is not equal to none, and picked is not equal to selected date, such that we need to add the selected date equal to picked. Right, here suppose pick date is not null, user picked a date, then that date will be become automatically selected date for the user. This is the simplest way you can understand that whatever the pick date, that will be selected date. We assign the pick date as a selected date. That's it. So this is for selected date, and there I need one thing for selected time. Okay, I just copy the function and paste it here. That will be selected time, and for selected time our function name, our method name will be select time. We need to pass bill context async, that will be not date time, that will be time of day, and that will be ping, that will be show time picker. For time picker we need to pass the context, and we need the initial time only, that will be initial time, and initial time will be time of the dot now. Okay, and similarly peak is not equal to none, and peak is not equal to the selected time, selected time, such that selected time equal to picked. That's it. This is the two method you need to, this is the two function you need to add for pick time and pick date. Now call it here on press, simply call select this is date. Sorry, on press I can simply I can directly add it like that, because I need to move the text also, right? Because selected date text will be replaced with this this selected date text will be replaced with the date that user going to select, right? Selected date, here I need to pass the context. Now for child, suppose select text dot selected date is not is equal to null. If it is equal to null, then it will be select date. If it is not null, then date format will be YY DD sorry, mmddyy. Yeah, I think date format, and it is format, and it will be selected date. There is an error in here. Text is not easily select date, otherwise date format yy dot format. Yeah, I did one mistake here. Okay, I did one mistake here. Now I got it. I need to wrap all these things inside the text. Okay, is null, then it will be select date, otherwise it will be date format. Dot format. Yeah, now it is correct. Now it is working fine. Earlier I simply add one close bracket here, so that's why it is saying that the wrap under the text, and now it is wrap under the text. Okay, so that's it for date. Now for time, here simply select time, add context, select the time is equal to null, same as before, there is no change here. Select time, if it is already select, then select the time, sorry, select the time dot format, and the format context. Okay, yeah, that's it. Now let's save and check whether it is working or not. Okay, select date. Okay, it is our date picker is showing, right? Now if you see, I think it is showing till 2101. As you see here, it is showing till 2101, right? Select any date from here. As you see, date is showing here. Now select time, click OK. As you see, time is showing here. Okay, our these two button functionality is working fine. Now let's do one thing. In this video, I just do one thing. I just also open the map using the lat long, because doctor has a lat long, right? So let's do this also. Open map. To open maps, just do one thing, future void. There will be no future, this will be simply void. Okay, open map, it will be a async function. Now final string Google map URL. Using this because to open the Google map, you need one URL. In that URL, you need to what I'm saying, you need to pass the latitude and longitude. Okay, http as dot colon www.google maps dot search. Here search, and there will be API. Latitude and not longitude. Okay, that is our URL. Now if wait can launch that will be Google Map URL. Okay, to use can launch you need one dependency. Okay, it is not launcher, actually it is URL launcher, because we are going to launch the URL, right? Launch means simply open the URL. Yeah, it is URL launch. Okay, now it is working fine. Okay, now if you say can do one thing. Now if wait, yeah, can launch, we get the we get the method like can launch. There will be Google Map, we need to pass the Google Map. If we can launch, then await launch Google Map URL. Okay, else in else we need to throw, because if there is no Google Map app in that application, in that mobile, that it will simply say could not open the map. Okay, so this will be called, this map button, the map function, map button will be called in our view sorry, in our view location map. Open map. Okay, so let's save it. Okay, let's try whether it is open or not. Okay, let's rerun the application to check it, because sometimes it is, because map is one kind of functionality which will be working externally. So for that I think I need to reload the application. Okay, now click it. I think there is error in the URL. Let me check. https://google.com map search $API equal to 1 direct query latitude and longitude. I think URL is okay. Let me check the URL. Let me check the URL. Suppose I am using 2122 and 91. Okay, it is working fine. URL is working fine. URL is working fine. It is showing. I use a random let long. It is showing. I think there is an error in my code only. Let's check. Okay, application is not actually map is not working because I forget to add one dependency. To open the map, we need to add a Google Map Flutter dependencies here. So I'm sorry for that. I forget to add this. Just simply add these dependencies in your pubs.yml file. Okay, it will resolve this. Now if you control save, now just click here, it will directly bring you to the Google Map. Okay, so that's it for today. In this next video I will come up with the UI part. Okay, and also we are going to book an appointment for the particular doctor.